The San Francisco 49ers are back in the Super Bowl for the first time since 2020, and they've got Brock Purdy leading the way for San Francisco. And I think the disrespect that Brock Purdy has gotten over the last few weeks and really throughout his young career, especially this year, I think it's got to stop.
You're my first interview since I got injured, so you're lucky. You're a good journalist.
You can compare your swing, the good one and the bad one, so you can see like the difference.
I like to notice that, man.
I love it, man. I appreciate how good. I'm glad that makes me feel.
I mean, one, it's just got to calm down. I just don't understand why there's so much hate for this guy. I think, one, they're not giving him full credit, which I kind of understand, but then just flat out hating on him for not being, an elite quarterback, or just not giving him any credit at all for leading this team to the Super Bowl, I think is absurd. I think he should definitely get a lot of credit. Yeah, he has a great team around him, but I mean, you need the quarterback to get it done, and you need him to make plays, and you need him to not make mistakes, and that's what Brock Purdy does. Yeah, you might be able to consider him a game manager, but boy, does he make plays when he needs to. I think this guy definitely deserves respect and praise for what he's done his first 2 years of his career. I mean, come on, man. This guy's the last pick in the 2022 draft, and look what he's doing. Look what this man is doing. This guy, Iowa State, didn't get his chance. He had Trey Lance and he had Jimmy Garoppolo. Both of them went down. He comes in, this team just goes on a run, and they look like, I think they could have gone to the Super Bowl last year too if they weren't so injured against the Eagles. Two straight AFC championship games, one Super Bowl already in his first 2 years of his career. I think it's such an incredible, such an inspiring story that this man has. I'm very happy that he's in this position right now. I think he's going to be a good quarterback in this league. I think he's shown some glimpses. I think it's a very positive, great story. And if he wins the Super Bowl, I'm going to be very happy for him, because this guy was the last pick in the draft. Mr. Relevant has become Mr. Relevant. So how can you not like the guy? And then you look at his numbers. His numbers are better than what Jimmy G had in that Super Bowl run that they had in 2020. I think the hate is a little bit out of control. Fact is, he's making some big throws in big games. I'll admit, he's obviously not the best player on the team. You have a lot of other great players on the team. Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, Christian McCaffrey. You have a lot of great guys on this team, but the fact is they don't get to where they are without Brock Purdy. He doesn't dump the ball down like the narratives have shown. He's actually near the top of the charts in terms of, pass yards in the air, pass yards per completion, stuff of that sort. He's near the top in a lot of those categories. So for him to say that, he dumps it down all the time, no, that is not true. That narrative is not true. He's clutch. You saw what he did with his legs in when it mattered in the AFC Championship game. This man had almost the same amount of rushing yards as Lamar Jackson in the AFC Championship game. Brock Purdy can get it done with his legs. Andy Reid, of course. The whole Chiefs team is generally very good in terms of giving their opponents credit. And then you look at the stats this year for him. Got his Pro Bowl this year. 17-4 as a starter. 4-1 in the playoffs in his career. 44 touchdowns and 15 interceptions is his career. 14 wins with 30-plus points scored, so he knows how to put up those points. 5-2 against the 2023 playoff teams. That is showing up against good competition. 4,280 yards passing this year with 31 touchdowns and 11 picks. Highest passer rating in the NFL, 113. Best completion percentage in the NFL at 69%, 69.4. 4-1 in the playoffs, 2 fourth quarter comebacks in the playoffs. We saw that in the Lions and the Packers. 2 NFC Championship game, largest NFC Championship game comeback of all time, 17-point deficit. They were down 24-7 against the Detroit Lions. All-time single-season passing yards leader in 49ers history, which does say something. That franchise has had Joe Montana and Steve Young. And I think this guy can run. He knows how to get it done with his legs too. So I'm very impressed. Yeah, he's gotten away with some lucky throws here and there, but he's confident, he's calm, he's cool, he's collected. I don't think he's gonna panic. I think he's a great leader of this team, and I'm excited to see what he can do in the Super Bowl against the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. That team is a dynasty at this point. So, man, I can't wait to see what he can do against Spagnuolo. I think it's going to be a great game. I think he's generally very smart with the ball. And for a last overall pick to be the starting quarterback for a historic franchise like the Niners, get to the Super Bowl, what a moment. I mean, this is what the NFL is great. You know, this is a dream run for any quarterback, and I think it's going to be a great Super Bowl. I think fans are saying it, they're not interested. Man, it's going to be a good Super Bowl. 49ers Chiefs, this is going to be a great game. I mean, Brock Purdy against that Chiefs defense has improved so much. And then Patrick Mahomes against the Niners defense again. Kelsey coming through. Can the Chiefs offense do it without a true number one on the team? You had a young Rashee Rice. And seeing who can get it done on the big stage. I think it's going to be an exciting game. So thank you guys for watching. Hit the like, subscribe, comment what you think of Brock Purdy, and I will see you in the next one.